Hello friends, this is the basics of biology tutorials and unit number 4 and video number 4 or 5. I exactly don't remember the video number, whatever. You can find it in YouTube videos, the numbering. Now this is about the sex-linked traits and sex-linked inheritance throughout the generation. Now this is the royal family, as you can see in this picture. Why this royal family picture is given? Because they are really famous in for studying this sex-linked inheritance, because hemophilia is a royal disease at that time. So hemophilia is a very famous sex-linked disease, or sex-linked inheritance, or shows the sex-linked inheritance pattern. So let us take a color. Okay. Now, the traits whose alleles are located on sex chromosomes are also called the sex-linked traits. So, some traits. What are traits? Actually, we know about traits in the previous videos, that traits means the characteristics of a particular type. For example, if you are talking about the height of an organism, then the height will definitely a trait. If we look at the color of an organism, then color is a trait, and so on and so forth. So a trait is present in different chromosomes. It can be found in autosomes, it can also be found in sex chromosomes. Now traits whose alleles are located on sex chromosomes are called sex-linked traits, and the sex-linked traits will be carried out by the sex chromosomes from one generation to another generation. Now, X-linked traits are traits whose allele is carried on the X chromosome, and Y-linked traits are the traits whose alleles are carried on the Y chromosomes. Okay, so this is the difference, X-linked and Y-linked, because we know that in human being we are having the sex determination, which is called the XY type of sex determination. So, uh, so we are having X chromosome. We can also have small Y chromosome. So the genes we are talking about can either be present in X chromosome or Y chromosome. So it depends on the type of disease we are talking about. If the disease is present in X chromosome, we call it the X-linked trait. If it present in the Y, then we call the Y-linked trait. Now most Y-linked mutation lead to the sterility and cannot be inherited. That's the basic part, because if something wrong in a Y chromosome, then eventually, because a Y chromosome can only be found in males, it becomes them sterile. As a result of that, no reproduction, and as a result of no reproduction, there will be no inheritation of that particular trait. But most of the cases, when the X-linked trait is carried out, these X-linked traits are dangerous, because X-linked traits can be carried out because in X chromosome is found in male and female both, and female is carrying two set of this X gene. So so any change in X chromosome, any kind of dispute in X chromosome or X-linked trait can be visible in most of the cases, and this is most common type of sex-linked inheritance, because X-linked traits are traits that predominant to sex-linked traits. So sex-linked traits, we can say those are X-linked traits. Okay. Now let us talk about some of the traits that are X-linked in nature. So X-linked recessive. First, let's talk about X-linked recessive traits, and this is from here, from the carrier mother, because mother is having both of the X. So if one of the gene is disputed, one of the gene on this X chromosome is disputed, then other gene which is present in other X chromosome can compensate that result, and the mother will ultimately live fine, lead good life, but she become a carrier because of the one gene linked. She become a carrier from that. Now on the other hand, if she mate with an unaffected father, which is here, which is also having that X and Y, that X is containing the right number of chromosomes, or the normal type of gene or unaffected gene, then if they mate with each other, then finally they produce offsprings. Among the offsprings, what can happen, XX or XY, whatever it can happen. So the possibilities are there that the X with one normal with abnormal, or normal with a normal X. So XX daughter, which is normal, XX daughter, which is a carrier, XY daughter, XY son, which is normal or unaffected, and XY son, which is affected. Now among these four offsprings, the one who is going to suffer the most is this boy, because the boy is having only one X chromosome and one Y chromosome. So any problem on this Y chromosome, uh, if anything problem happens in the one X chromosome, then no chromosome is there to compensate that result. So that's why the result is shown on this offspring. So that's why most of the time these X-linked traits, in case of these X-linked traits, uh, sons or boys are vulnerable to damage than girls. Okay, so now let's move on. Now here if you look at the Punnett square, if we talk about the carrier mother means suppose uh, XC for the disease and XC is not that disease. So unaffected father is having XC and Y. So this is the disease because the recessive one is causing the disease. So the Punnett square will give us the result that XC which is also producing a carrier. This is producing another carrier, this is producing normal, this is producing the diseased one. So this is the diseased one, this boy will suffer and eventually would die, right? Or not die actually, here in this case this boy will be the color blind one, and the probability of getting all this are 25% in all these cases. So probability of having a daughter with a carrier is 50%, probability of having a daughter probability of having a son fine or normal is 25%, and probability of having a son color blind is also 25%. If we look at a pedigree of a color blindness, that we can find that the inheritance of red dragon color blindness, what we can red green color blindness is also excellent recessive trait. Now you can find here the male is affected again, and it is transferred to this carrier to the next generation. In this generation it is a carrier, another carrier, and you can see the carriers are the female ones. So no male person are carriers. Male persons can only be affected once, and if they are affected, they will definitely develop the disease and eventually become can be affected, definitely will be affected. But females on the other hand, whether become normal or become carrier, sometimes become affected, but the chance of getting affected by this kind of X-linked recessive diseases, females are less vulnerable, but the males are much more prone to the damage. This is another example of hemophilia, which is another X-linked recessive trait. And the transfer process is also similar way like the previous cases. So I'm not going to tell about the detail about the disease. So the basic process of X-linked recessive trait transfer or heredity is the same. So most of the time, carriers are the mothers, and the daughters are most of the time free from the diseases, but the boy is usually can cause the disease, can catch the disease actually. Again the same process, 25% each, as you can find. The females not getting the hemophilia disease on its own is 50%, but the females to be a carrier is also 25%. Male to be infected 25%, male to be free from this disease also 25%. Okay, so this is the family tree for Europe's royal family tree, and you can find how hemophilia is carried due to the only one person, only one grandmother for having this hemophilia gene onto her. As a result of this carrier, the whole family tree is get disrupted. So that's it, and I hope it will help you. Thank you.